Right, so having a bit of a walk, and I've been messing about with my camera that I bought last year. Unfortunately, this camera I bought just before I broke my arm, so I never really had a chance to mess about with it. So I thought, you know what, take it out for a walk and see what we can do. And this would be a great opportunity to answer a question that we got on one of our YouTube videos. And it relates to the video I did on Friday, which was the video about how soon after getting residency can you buy a vehicle in Spain. And the question was from Glenn Stalling: hi Chris, I have an NIE number and a property but don't live in Spain. If I understand you correctly, does this mean that I cannot buy a car in Spain? No, sorry, I probably didn't explain that very well. You can buy a car, you can own a car, and you can legally drive a car if you are a non-resident in Spain. That is absolutely not a problem at all. In fact, we've registered vehicles for many people here who don't actually live here full time, and they've actually paid, even since Brexit, they've paid the taxes on the import of those vehicles. So let me explain why. Here in Spain, it's not a problem as long as you have an NIE number to be able to register the vehicle and also pay the relevant taxes for the transfer of ownership. But the property part there that Glenn mentioned is very, very important, because when you buy a vehicle in Spain, you need to have proof of an address to register it at. The reason being is because it's not like the UK where road tax is national. Here, the road tax, the level of road tax you pay relates to where you live. Okay, so you have to have proof of where you live, or an address to register the vehicle at in this occasion, because it's a property which is in ownership, to be able to register the road tax. So there's a big misconception that you have to have a padrón certificate, so a certificado de empadronamiento. Again, I'll put a link below telling you what that is, to be able to register a vehicle in Spain, and you don't. Okay, most DGTs should accept property deeds and maybe even an up-to-date notice simply as proof of address to be able to register the vehicle taxes at the town hall when going through the transfer process. So as long as you have an NIE number, evidently a valid ID document like a passport or something like that, a copy of your property deeds, and pay the relevant taxes for the transfer of ownership to the local government. Remember, this is done here in Andalusia, for example, to the Junta de Andalucía, which is our local regional government, on a model 621. You can own a vehicle. You can insure the vehicle, and as long as you've got a legal driving license to drive in Spain, so a British driving license, you can drive as a tourist here without any other licenses, then that's absolutely fine. So yeah, no problem at all. And obviously you need to find out what the exact conditions are from your preferred insurance agent. But there's no problem at all in being a non-resident, having an NIE number and owning a vehicle in Spain. You can do that, and a lot of people find it's quite beneficial instead of buying a car. For example, instead of renting a car, they'll buy one and leave it at one of the car parks in the Malaga airport. We used to work with them quite often actually, because the car parks in Malaga, they will keep the cars there, but the actual physical vehicle can't be here for more than a year until it's deregistered in the UK, which means that their clients are forced to actually register the vehicles anyway. But if you want to, deviated there from the fact, if you wanted to come, you've got an NIE number, own a property here, or maintain a long-term contract, you have absolutely no problems at all in having a vehicle here in Spain registered in your name and registered at that property. Okay, and that could save you on rental vehicles if you're a regular visitor to Spain. So there we go. Thanks for watching. I just wanted to answer that question quickly and get it on the website, so get it on the YouTube channel, and hopefully we can also put this camera of mine to work for us on the channel.